On the show today, we are exploring a sector that's vital to our health and well-being. It's the life-saving sector of drugs and pharmaceuticals, in which India ranks third in the world in terms of volume. So let's begin today's journey by meeting our first entrepreneur who's making it big in the small town of Haridwar in Uttarakhand. Set against the backdrop of the holy city of Haridwar in Uttarakhand is the Sitkul industrial area. An excise-free zone, it's home to many multinational as well as homegrown companies, one of which is pharmaceutical manufacturer Ravian Life Science. In 2005, drawn by the fiscal incentives here, first-generation entrepreneur Kumar brought to life the manufacturing venture that he had always dreamt of.
We started a company, the name was Ravian Pharmaceuticals Private Limited, on 9th January 1996. It was entirely a marketing company. There was no exposure of manufacturing as such. So I used to get our products of Ravian Pharmaceutical from different manufacturers, and there I could see how they are working.
Having established itself as a reliable supplier of various tablets, capsules and liquid formulations over the last 8 years, Ravian has an ISO and WHO certified plant that attracts customers. Currently, the company utilizes only 30 to 40% of its production capacity of over 1 crore tablets, 10 lakh capsules and 15,000 liters of oral liquids per day. But in the next 2 years, Ravian's aim is to realize its full potential and rapidly multiply its annual turnover of 36 crore rupees.
As per the requirement of our customers, we are having small R&D units. The products are developed here. Then the stability studies is studied for 6 months for accelerated and for up to 2 years for real times. Then only we launch the products in market.
An MBA graduate from Pune, second-generation entrepreneur Vivek Shahi is also an integral part of the company today, heading the vital purchase function of the business. With clients like Zydus Cadila, Alchem and Mankind, quality is the central focus, and all the raw material at Ravian is carefully sourced and tested to ensure safety and efficiency.
We are having very good supportive vendors with us from last 6-7 years. Whatever API we used to procure, we used to purchase, that first of all used to get tested in our quality control lab. After that product, that particular API or excipients get passed from our QC department, then only we used to proceed further. Otherwise, if that product efficacy say that is of having 90%, then we don't accept that particular API or excipients, raw materials.
Our belief is only the quality product as well as delivery in time. I used to satisfy my customers by giving them quality product. I never compromise with the quality of the drug. That is the essence of Ravian.
You have a lot of reputed clients in the pharma sector. Tell us a little more about them.
Our major customer is Zydus Cadila, based at Ahmedabad. Then there is Mankind, Alchem, Gufic, Lethico, Themis, Molecule. These are the major companies. Apart from these companies, there are more than 50 smaller companies for whom we used to manufacture.
What's your vision for the company? Where do you see it 5 years from now?
In next 5 years, I would like to achieve at least 100 crores by supplying our medicine in different countries. For that, we are working. We have started our DRA, that they are just working for dossiers, data are being made in our in-house. And right now we are exporting in just 1 to 2 countries. Within 2014, we will be in a position to export in 3 to 4 additional more countries. And thereby every year we will increasing our export.
Currently exporting to Cambodia, Ravian has plans to capture new markets like Kenya, Myanmar and many others. Its own brands, marketed through Ravian Pharmaceuticals in the states of UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa and parts of the northeast, are also on the rise. In the meanwhile, as a third-party manufacturer, Ravian Life Science continues to add on to its impressive repertoire of trusting clients. Well, so that was the inspiring journey of Ravian Life Science from the holy city of Haridwar. Let's find out what our SME doctor thinks of this company. Sanjeev Agarwal, Senior Managing Director at Helion Advisors, will be mentoring all the companies on the show today to help them grow their businesses. Sanjeev?
Ravian Life Science, you have done a very good job of managing growth in last few years. My advice to you would be to diversify beyond Indian market and capture more global territories. The second advice would be to stay focused on contract manufacturing, because developing your own products seems like a totally different business.
On our drugs and pharmaceuticals special, next we are traveling to Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh to visit a company that owns over 90 brands of different kinds of medicines. This 13-year-old venture is today making its presence felt in over 17 countries around the world. Take a look. In the crowded Indian pharmaceutical space, many small and medium enterprises rough it out to establish their own identity. Rubbing shoulders with them is 13-year-old VXL Drugs and Pharmaceuticals based at Ghaziabad. Established in the year 2000 by Vipin Bansal, this enterprise has been built over the years through sheer hard work and meticulous planning, leading it to clock an annual turnover of 16 crore rupees last year.
When I started this company, actually I left the earlier company where I was working as a marketing manager, and there was no money in hand, and we came into market with very few products in the beginning. And luckily, actually, we got a first break with a Canadian grant, which was given to a WFP, World Food Program. In 2001, we got a chance to do that assignment, and we did it very successfully. And that gave us a lot of confidence and boost that we will be really able to do this thing pretty well.
An innovative and well-researched range of almost 90 cell phone brands includes general pharmaceuticals, herbal, hygiene and veterinary nutrition products. Its signature offerings, Vega, D-Germ and many others, have left a footprint in 17 countries through a trustworthy network of channel partners and distributors.
Right now we had a presence in around 17 of the countries where we are already exporting our products, like Latin America, Caribbean, and then Guatemala, Cambodia, and Libya, Egypt. And now we wanted to foray into the unexplored sectors like Sri Lanka, Nepal.
Actually, हमारी कंपनी ISO सर्टिफाइड कंपनी है और रॉ मटेरियल पैकिंग मटेरियल सारे जो है ना ISO सर्टिफाइड वेंडर से हम खरीदते हैं. जो भी मटेरियल पहले आते हैं उनकी हम पहले एनालाइज करते हैं और उसके बाद हम प्रोडक्शन करते हैं और प्रोडक्ट बनने के बाद फिर उसकी एनालिसिस होती है.
Production activities for VXL take place at a state-of-the-art manufacturing unit at Roske Mayo Industrial Area near Sona in Haryana. The machines, the building and the raw materials are all in sync with ISO and WHO good manufacturing practices, as is the workforce itself. And an extensive quality control lab tests and analyzes every drug on numerous parameters.
Mainly our focus is in the West Africa, North Africa, Latin America, part of South Africa now we have started, and East Asia is also there, which we are doing quite well now. And now we are also concentrating on CIS, particularly Russia.
Do you have any plans to enter the Indian market?
We have started doing, because we were getting a lot of queries on our website about the Indian herbal medicines. We started with zero in October last year. I would not say it is much, but I think in last 1 year we have done almost like 50 lakh of rupees of business in herbal only. I was not expecting at all.
What would you say is your business philosophy?
My business philosophy for pharmaceutical is very simple actually. The medicines that we are manufacturing and the patient who is taking those medicines, it is he who is taking it with a trust that the medicine that he is taking, he will be cured. That's how I see this business. If I don't see this business in that sense, I should not be doing this business anymore.
Long-term expansion plans are underway for this dynamic and close-knit team of entrepreneurs. With an upcoming European standard plant at Greater Noida, production capacity is set to boom in the next year from the current 600 million tablets and capsules to a whopping 1,500 million. With increasing interest for the company's niche range, both from international and domestic players, Vipin Bansal's sights are indeed set high for VXL.
VXL, I must compliment you on the diverse product portfolio that you've built. I think also your focus on developing your own manufacturing will enhance your margin structure. Given that you are financially constrained, consider having a lean product portfolio and focus on a few that generate the highest amount of revenue.
Let's move on now to Mumbai, where we are meeting a first-generation entrepreneur who believes in constant innovation. Today, his 2-decade-old enterprise produces all kinds of tablets, capsules, syrups and ointments for global markets. Take a look. In 1995, Haresh Mehta, a professional in the pharmaceutical sector, acquired a running pharma manufacturing unit at Palghar near Mumbai. That was the birth of his company, Medico Remedies. Today, its product line includes a wide range of tablets, capsules and dry syrups, both for domestic and international sale.
After completion of my pharmacy graduation, I joined Lupin Laboratories Limited as a manufacturing chemist. At that time, during my employment, I had seen a dream to have my own manufacturing unit, which came true after a couple of years when I took over a running unit situated at Palghar, district Thane, Maharashtra.
For a company like Medico Remedies, marketing plays a major role in its success. The company exports most of its products to clients in Myanmar, Vietnam, Dominican Republic, Sri Lanka, Philippines, Ghana, Congo, Iraq and China, to name a few. One of the elements that the company has innovated on is the way it loads the goods from the production line directly to the transport container.
The USP of a company, I would say, is mainly what we provide is a very cost efficient product with timely delivery and the top and the best of quality.
As on today, we see a bright future for contract manufacturing activity in pharmaceutical sector for coming 10 years. So we would like to concentrate or focus on contract manufacturing only to avoid any risk factor of marketing.
So what inspired you to become an entrepreneur?
We hail from a business family. My father and my grandfather all were entrepreneurs. I always prefer to work independently rather than to work under somebody. After gaining experience from Lupin Laboratories and Main Baker Laboratories, I got enough confidence to start my own manufacturing unit.
Tell us a little bit about the infrastructure facilities that you have.
We are having 2 manufacturing units with WHO GMP certification as well as ISO 9001-2008 certification, and we are approved as a star export house by Government of India.
Any plant that manufactures pharmaceutical products must have a very stringent quality policy. At Medico Remedies, the highest standards of quality are maintained at every stage of manufacturing. The company maintains a rigid level of hygiene in the plant and follows WHO good manufacturing practices for quality control. And it is these principles that have led it to achieve an annual turnover of over 34 crore rupees.
We need to maintain the highest level of quality because we are directly dealing with human life. And in our manufacturing unit at Medico, we have our own quality control laboratory with the latest equipments and also highly trained, highly qualified staff.
Medico Remedies, like other SMEs, faces stiff competition from pharma giants. It has made timely delivery its business motto and leaves no stone unturned to meet its commitments. In the coming years, it is aiming for an annual turnover of over 100 crore rupees by increasing its presence in international markets and adding more products to its already diverse portfolio.
Medico Remedies, I get a very good sense that you have built a great job of diversifying your markets on a global basis so that you are not dependent on any one market. I think to take the business to the next level, it may be a good idea to induct a senior professional like a president of sales and marketing into your top management team.
Up next, we're traveling to Vadodara in Gujarat. That's a hub for pharma manufacturers. This 3-decade-old company supplies active pharmaceutical ingredients of the highest quality and believes in constant investment in research and development. Here's the story. The Indian pharmaceutical sector is constantly growing. Among the many big players fighting for market share, one SME that has built a strong presence is Century Pharmaceuticals from Vadodara in Gujarat. Janak Sheth is the man behind the mission at Century Pharmaceuticals. Established in 1982, he is today driving the company's global supply of active pharmaceutical ingredients.
Our idea of starting the business was to be able to supply good quality pharmaceutical products and to be able to employ a good number of people, and we would like to make new types of antibiotics, new types of products for the pharma industry, and to be able to service the community.
The company's modern manufacturing facility at Vadodara is fully certified as per US FDA regulations for manufacturing active pharmaceutical ingredients. At Century, the model of pharmaceutical quality control encourages the use of science and risk-based approaches. The highest standard of quality is maintained at all rungs of the production ladder, assuring utmost safety while using these life-saving drugs.
We are maintaining quality standard as per international norms. For that purpose, we are monitoring and controlling product from starting and during processing and finally up to dispatch. For that purpose, we are having different analytical quality instruments that include HPLC, GC, FTIR and other instruments. And during processing of the material, any known or unknown impurity is checked and confirmed by HPLC.
Domestic market is more worried about the cost, and so the cost is very predominant in the local business, and the quality standards and accreditation of the plant is more important for the export market.
What's the unique selling point of your company?
We try to position ourselves to meet with the customer's requirement. We get the specification of the customer, we tailor make the product for them, and that has been very much appreciated by the customers, especially in terms of many parameters which are there in the pharmacopoeia, which are also in the customer's requirement, which help them to improve their end product.
What's the marketing strategy adopted by your company?
Our marketing strategy is to look for good quality customers who are long-term oriented, because we lay a lot of stress on the quality of the product, the systems that we use in the plant. Therefore, this is appreciated by larger companies with good quality standards, and they insist on the systems rather than the emphasis on the price.
In the next few years, what are your future plans for the company?
Well, in terms of growth, we expect that we will double our sales in the next 2 to 3 years. And in terms of accreditation, we are looking at EU GMP and US FDA approvals within 2 to 3 years from now.
Over the years, Century Pharmaceuticals has invested heavily in its research and development and innovation capabilities. The biotechnology R&D lab facilitates new discoveries in the field of curing diseases. And one of the company's aims is to replace a temporary cure with a permanent one for asthma patients.
We want to make a permanent solution for the treatment of asthma by providing a very good, efficient and cost-effective medicine.
Century Pharmaceuticals began with a modest capital of 15 lakh rupees, and today it has achieved an annual turnover of around 65 crore rupees. The company has established its footprint in countries like Iran, Bangladesh, Egypt, Malaysia, Tanzania and Indonesia. And with constantly increasing demand for high-quality drugs, Century Pharmaceuticals aims to tap many more foreign markets in the near future.
Century Pharma, I must compliment you on your rapid growth over years. My advice to you would be, one, to consider penetrating underserved markets like Africa to ward off competition from Chinese. And two, I feel that drug discovery can be a big boy's game. So you may want to reconsider your entry in a drug discovery format.
Well, that brings us to the end of this episode.